More fallout as people took to the streets in Ferguson. These fences will soon be removed to reveal MU's newest plaza, Stone Parkway, which is now considered a supplementary road, meaning it won't receive much upkeep going forward. For some airline passengers, it seemed like a deal too good to be true. Fowler also gave the advice that if you're allergic to nuts, stay away from candy wrapped in orange or yellow. Missouri state fuel tax is 17 cents per gallon. MoDOT receives about 12 of those cents. Ever gotten out your winter clothes and realized you had money stashed in the pocket? Missouri Department of Agriculture said they immediately quarantined this area right behind me. Columbia police are investigating an armed robbery at a restaurant. It happened at China Moon on Rangeline around 10 last night. The office is locking its doors for the night, but I was here earlier today and it was quite a different story. In Barcelona, Spain had nearly 100,000 attendees from 200 countries, including the U.S. KMU8's Desiree Seals is here to tell us more. Desiree, how can I get to this conference? Barcelona sounds pretty darn good right now.
It does, yes.
It all boils down to this: clean and safe water. Bill Gates' foundation published its annual letter online this morning and made a startling but amazing prediction. Bill Gates says the lives of poor people around the world will improve more during the next 15 years, quote, than in any time in history. They're the people who keep America's economy and commercial goods moving, truck drivers. Jeff Jones raises cattle on his farm next door to the land where the proposed hog farm would be built. Back in May, Iowa-based Eichelberger Farms Incorporated sent letters to neighbors sharing their plans to bring almost 10,000 hogs to 20 acres of land. Jones worries, once in operation, that number will increase quickly.
If they could take this to a less populated area to where they could spread this out possibly over more acres and affect less people, to me, that's an answer.
An existing hog farm about 2 miles from Jones's residence should be the only one in a 5-mile radius, according to an agreement signed in the 90s. The new permit, under the name of Callaway Farrowing LLC, was submitted to the Department of Natural Resources this summer. If accepted, 3 barns would be built where the trees are, on top of existing ponds, something Jones says is risky. This is Stinson Creek behind me. It runs all the way through Fulton, and opponents of the farm are worried that this creek could become contaminated with hog waste. The Callaway Commission is not convinced the concentrated animal feeding operation would cause any environmental risk.
The Commission hasn't done anything to encourage or prevent an operation of this. We weren't involved in any of the other operations when they chose to make Callaway County their home.
A home that Jones says won't ever be the same if the hogs move in. Katie Link, KMU 8 News, Callaway County. I visited the only license office in Columbia around lunchtime when I expected there to be a large rush, but not really the case. Despite the fact that it was a slow afternoon, some say the need for a second location is crucial. You may think of long lines or little tickets with numbers on them when you think about the DMV. I visited the only DMV in Columbia during the lunchtime rush. I wanted to find out just how long it would take to get my number called to be served. Under 4 minutes. So why does Columbia need a second office location? The Department of Revenue has that answer.
The current Columbia license office is one of the busiest offices in the state of Missouri. It has the highest amount of transactions and the highest amount of processing fees.
In fact, the Columbia license office processed over 200,000 transactions last year alone. To compare, nearby Boonville only did about 37,000, and in Fulton, just over 46,000 transactions were completed. Customers here are feeling the effects.
The last time I was here, it probably took an hour and a half. I had to sit in here, and this place couldn't even sit down anywhere.
As Columbia's population continues to grow, Gleba said a new location makes sense.
Larger cities in the state of Missouri, such as St. Louis, Kansas City, and even Springfield, all of those regions have several license offices that serve their residents.
For now, customers will have to remain patient until an additional location comes to town. According to the Department of Revenue, the bid process will close on February 10th, and plans for an additional location will begin at that time.